New York City. We took a 10-hour, 12-hour flight to come show y'all some love, alright? We came to show y'all some love. All we want for y'all, all we want back is love in return. You know what I mean? Cause we can go as one love, one love, one love, one love, one love, come on, one love.
In the summer of 1993, the Wu-Tang Clan emerged on the hip-hop scene and took the world by storm. Their legacy would span over a decade and sell more than 20 million albums. This is their story.
The Wu is the way. The Tang, that's the slang in it. It's the swore style.
Who said the Wu-Tang Clan wasn't you or your man?
We took our negative ways and actions, fit this into a positive form.
Let me be who I wanna be.
I don't give a fuck. We fucking running all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mastered something, so my beats is swag.
This Wu-Tang is coming through your neighborhood pretty soon, and every avenue, terrorize you, put the chop off heads.
Rockefeller and the world, man.
Brooklyn Zoo.
Brooklyn Zoo, represent. Wu-Tang.
Ain't nothing changed with the clan, you know what I'm saying? It's still one love, one family, united to the death, man, you know what I'm saying?
This is my motherfucking life.
Our MCs are incredible, and we're about to blow the fuck up.
It was the summer of 1983 when I first crossed the Verrazano Bridge, and Staten Island became my hometown. Within a decade, I grew from a boy into a man, and fulfilled my dream of becoming a filmmaker. Staten Island is also where I formed a permanent connection to the Wu-Tang Clan. You see, I grew up with the Wu-Tang and got my first break as a director by producing some of the earliest music videos. What the Wu-Tang did for hip-hop music did not only change the industry, it also altered the course of my career. So I felt it was my duty to tell their story. And in order to tell it, I had to travel back to where it all began. The Park Hill section of Staten Island is where I grew up, along with Method Man, Raekwon the Chef, Capadonna, Inspector Deck, U-God. RZA and Ghostface Killer grew up less than 8 blocks away. ODB, Jizza, and Master Killer lived in Brooklyn, but they were always on the island. After high school, I studied film and television production in college, and after graduation, my partner Rich Williams and I co-directed the Method Man video, and it became an instant hit. Shortly after, I began producing the New York Party Scene, a hip-hop TV show hosted by Lefty Left. One of the episodes was an exclusive on the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, y'all, what's up? This is Lefty Left on the left-hand side. Myself and GB Productions, we about to venture into Firehouse Studios. Yes, we're here to see the Wu-Tang Clan. The Wu-Tang Clan, Staten Island's own Wu-Tang Clan. They're upstairs right now recording their new album. You already heard Protect Your Neck. That stuff is raw, right? You already heard Method Man, right? Stuff is raw, right? Yeah, we're gonna go now on a sneak tip. Follow me. Yeah. They're gonna be real shocked when they see us, you know what I'm saying? You know, Wu-Tang Clan and the crew, we go way back, you know what I'm saying? I knew Prince Rakeem for a long time back in the days of Brownsville. Our cameraman GB grew up with half the posse. Yeah, Firehouse, yeah, we in here now, y'all. We in here now. We got Prince Rakeem on the phone taking care of business as usual. What's up, y'all? Peace. It's the manager right here, Mike. What's going on, baby? How you doing? Alright. What's going on, peace? My man Inspector Deck. What's up, baby? What's up? Alright. This my man right here, Prince Rakeem. What's up, baby? Look into the camera. What's going on, baby? Yeah, you on TV today, baby. What's up? Say a little something. What's up?
Yeah, it's like this, kid. Shaolin Sportsman, kid. Chopping off motherfucking necks. It's all about that shit. Shit is real.
I just signed that shit with Def Jam today, right? So shit is officially on and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah.
Shit is in the pocket. Motherfuckers is getting me fucked up in here and all that. Yo, say one thing. We gonna rock the fucking rap industry. We gonna fuck everybody up.
My name is Shalom Raekwon, that's my name.
But brothers in the clan call me Raekwon. That's the other half of me that's just crazy on some authentic shit. You know what I'm saying? The other half is just being real to life and going through the regular struggles. You know what I'm saying? But niggas call me Raekwon because I'm the chef. When it's time for this rap shit, this so-called shit, I'm strictly on some cooking up mad flavor. You know what I'm saying? I'm not throwing two fucking solvents together and some corny shit together. You know what I'm saying?
This shit is universal. When you start dealing with the knowledge base, you know what time it is? You gotta show what you know. Once you know it, you gotta show it. Once you show it, that's your wisdom. Your wisdom is a manifestation of your knowledge. Once you know it, then you show it, you gotta prove it. That's the understanding. So we know what time it is. We gonna show y'all niggas what time it is, and we gonna prove what time it is. You know what I'm saying? And for the hip hop world, it's Wu-Tang time, nigga. Wu-Tang, you can break it down. To wise, universal, truthful law now, God. You can break it down to, we usually take on niggas' garments. You can break it down to the witty, unpredictable talent and natural game. The Wu is the way. The Tang, that's the slang in it. It's the swore stuff.
Kicking the Wu-Tang slang right here, you know what I'm saying?
We don't know kung fu, kicking you in your face and all that, man. We deal with strong mentalities, you know what I'm saying? Supreme mathematics. We bring everything to reality. So we just took the knowledge that they use to advertise themselves as far as the brotherhood, the honor, you know what I'm saying, how you go all out. It's always 1 against 100. We took those terminologies, incorporated that inside of Wu-Tang slang. That's why you got the Wu-Tang clan.
Telling the story wouldn't be complete without including some of those who were there to witness it all happen from the very beginning.
You see, even from back in the day, Staten Island is a small borough. And dudes is broken up into each section. You got Stapleton, New Brighton, West Brighton, Park Hill, the Harbor, all these different places. Dudes will fight with each other. They want to kill each other. Park Hill against Stapleton, Stapleton against New Brighton, the Harbor against this and this. But once you get off of the island, you're dealing with a totally different monster.
We was always last, you know what I mean? We had Brooklyn, Manhattan, and everybody and stuff like that, but we was like the last ones. But they always say was first shall be last and was last shall be first.
It was funny because Staten Island was a forgotten borough. You know, you had the Bronx, Manhattan, Brooklyn, and Queens, and they would always call Staten Island soft and smiling, or they just wouldn't mention Staten Island at all. There was no mention of Staten Island. Before Wu-Tang, there was a certain era in Stapleton that you had Pop the Brown Hornet, you had Shaheem the Rugged Child, you had R&S, you had King Just was in Park Hill, you had various different rap factions, and everybody was kind of unified because it was Staten Island at that time. And this was at a time where on Saturdays they would show the Chinese flicks, the martial arts flicks on Channel 5. Like after Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, you turn from Channel 4 to Channel 5, and they show it from 12 to 1. And at that time, but before they even had the title of Wu-Tang Clan, everybody was just rapping. By the time they blew up in 93, 94, everybody knew what Staten Island was, and they started calling Staten Island Shaolin, and they just re-established and re-stamped and made it a permanent fixture. They made Staten Island a force to be reckoned with.
It all started with Prince Rakeem. That's the beginning right there. Like I said, he had a vision. I ain't even gonna say a dream. He had a vision. This is one. This is two. We came in peace. But you come like this, you coming in power.
The story with Wu-Tang started in 1991. I remember just trying to keep RZA, going with his business as far as the Oh We Love You Rakeem days and the Jizza album over at Cold Chillin', and we decided to go back to the hood and get our homies and all that shit. It was a great concept. It was a great thought.
RZA was really kind of like the brainchild of Wu-Tang and the great connector. It was kind of like he played the same role to Wu-Tang that like George Clinton did to Parliament Funkadelic.
When we got everybody together, it was like you could feel that dudes always imagined being in the music industry, but it was just wonderful for us to actually bring it back to Staten Island.
When you first got into the business, dude, you was on a solo tip, right? Niggas a Tommy Boy tried to play you. Yeah, let's kick that, dude.
That story's old, man. They got that shit. That's an old story, but I took a bullet, you know what I'm saying?
What I mean by I took a bullet, I came into the industry, you know what I'm saying, a little blinded. Niggas had a little bullet on me, wounded me up. You know what I'm saying, put out the wrong shit. I went on, recollected my thoughts, got my niggas. I'm saying they're coming for all out war.
RZA was willing to take the chance. I don't know if he knew, you know, how hard the job would be because you're dealing with different characters and personalities. But he knew that if this comes together the correct way, we got something great here. I don't think he has no idea of where it was gonna go.
We realized that one or two guys in the industry was cool, but if you came through with a crew, it would be more of a eye opener. So I remember being in Park Hill, and I remember RZA came, we was just talking to everybody, and he was like basically laying out the plan. I was like, you know what, you go ahead and just talk to them so they can get a different perspective of what's going on. You know what I mean? So it was like, how do you take these guys and how do you make people who were busting caps at each other one summer and have them sleeping and slobbering on each other's shoulders the next summer? I just was able to go to all those hoods and be cool. And what I did was I started making them come out and hang out together. And the biggest part that gave me, but mostly RZA's daily activity with them, was the fact that all the equipment was in my house. So everybody got to come to my crib every day. So now, like I said, I was frustrated because I'm walking in the crib and there's 10, 20 niggas there. But in the long run, that became our temple. And that became the place where niggas came and smoked their bones and wrote their thoughts down and did whatever they could do to try to make us see that they was worthy of becoming one of those 9 members.
When they did get together, everybody was like, word, that's what's up. Like, these dudes in the same group. So that was very, very interesting. And I think it forged a very interesting dynamic with the clan itself, because I think it kept everybody on their toes a little bit. And nobody really got lackadaisical. Not only that, but everybody was forced to bring their first fruits to bear. Everybody was forced to bring their A game, and that's what they did because they had a point to prove.
I was a hearing officer because I just had got out of school. I was going to John Jay College, and I just got out of school, so they made me a hearing officer for transit. I used to do small arbitration. You know, when you sneak on the train, you came to me, I gave you a hearing. And I used to work there, and all of a sudden, I seen Genius come through the door. So I don't know what he was doing there, but he told me he had some tickets. So they was downstairs in the car. They said, well, God, come with us. I said, man, I ain't messing around. They said, come on. Right? So I went with them, and I ain't never went back to my job to get my vacation check. I ain't never went back to get my last check. And it been now about 13 years I ain't worked. And I ain't had to. The way Pop Wu-Tang existed, I think it was about the 3rd show we did. And Meth got up on stage and said, yo, this is the only father we got. And the crowd started hollering, yeah, Papa Wu. So that's where that came from.
Bones Malone is one of the most prolific literary figures in hip-hop today. Before his breakout role in the hit movie Slam, Bones was the youngest writer on staff at Spin magazine and also an A&R at Island Records.
Well, RZA brought Method Man and Protect Your Neck to me. This was back in like 91, 92. I had already just signed Mobb Deep. And I thought it was incredible, but I gotta be totally honest. As much as I love them dudes, I did not understand what the hell they were trying to do at all. That's word up. It's one of my best memories because I remember laughing like hell, and he was telling me about like Staten Island was Shaolin, and you know the name of the group is called Wu-Tang Clan, and just what the ideology was. And I was like, nigga, who the hell's gonna follow that?
Bobito the Barber was one of the first to recognize the group's potential. He and DJ Stretch Armstrong are credited as being the first to play a Wu-Tang track on the radio.
In December of 1992, Stretch, by that point, had become like a world famous DJ. He was getting gigs all around, traveling, and you know, for better or worse, a lot of times I'll be up there by myself. The door rings, and there's 5 dudes, and I open up the door, and they're like, yo, B, you know, here's this record, you know, make sure you play it. And I'm like, I'm looking at the faces, and I sort of recognize them. And the 3 that I know was there was Old Dirty, RZA, and Ghost. The record, it was a white label, didn't have no writing on it, no nothing. To think that a record with 9 MCs, produced in a basement, probably on a 4-track, with barely any chorus. You gotta think about that. Protect Your Neck was like the hottest record, and the joint was just R-A-W, raw. Throw the joint on, and it's like, you're ready for Wu-Tang, give it up.
When the Wu came out and everybody was different, you know, it was like each one was individual.
That's Deck, and he just comes right off the bat. He's always killing them right from the intro. Boom. I smoke on the mic like smoking Joe Frazier, the Hellraiser, raising hell with the flavor.
Remember back in '88 when niggas was getting rushed and snatched up and getting played out? Them days is coming back, kid.
Raekwon was the street dude. He was the one that gave you like the street, you know, the criminology rap, like, yo, this is how it is. So he was giving you that street element.
When I write my lyrics, it's like, yo, I want my shit to be fat. I want people to be able to understand that, yo, ooh, you heard what he said?
It's the Method Man for short, Mr. Map. Move it on your left, and set it off, get it off, let it off like a gat. I wanna break food, cop me back.
Method Man chamber, that's a chamber, that's a wild chamber right there. All kind of this flying at you. I make the beats, I make Method Man beats violent. My beats are like attacking. And when Method Man hear the tracks attack, he got to defend himself, so he got to flow with it.
U-God, he remind me of the boom bap era of hip hop. You know, the lyrics are sharp, straight to the point. His tone of his voice was just dope.
Old Dirty Bastard, his lyrics was disgusting. He didn't have no father to his style, so you know when you look at ODB, God bless the dead, that's how ODB was.
First things first, man, you with the worst, I'll be sticking pins in your head like a nurse.
On Sundays, like, it wasn't no outside. We had to sit down and sing church songs and all that. And then out of nowhere, Dirty come with a towel wrapped around with a wig on, with the hairbrush, and start singing James Brown record, doing the split, dancing all over the floor. And I seen it in him, the talent that he had, because it wasn't only that, he would say the incredible stuff that you wouldn't expect a kid his age to say, but it was street poetry.
Niggas be rolling with a stash, ain't saying gas, bite my style, I bite your motherfucker. Out loud, my style is wild, so book me. Not long is how long that this rhyme took me.
The bottom line is when you think about the New York City rapper himself, you know, a lot of elements from Starks is in these cats, you know, whether they want to admit to it or not. You know, everything from his style to lingo, being a slang doctor, innovativeness, everything, man. You know, Starks, man.
Cross the water to go and snatch up props all around the border and get far like a shooting star. The shoe out all is living the life Apollo Escobar. Point blank as I kick the square biz. There it is, your fucking pros and there it goes. Yo, chill with the feedback.
I remember RZA, he had an ear for music. They just had raw talent. So, you know, I mean, it's deep to see them had the talent that they had, because nobody in this world would ever expect them to rise to where they went today.
You can come out as a rapper, have great lyrics, but you gotta have a good sound too behind you. And he really focused on making these albums. You know, the samples he used, just the way they had the dirty crackling on the records and everything like that. So he definitely stood as a sound guy.
Took a genius, take us the out of here. The Wu was too slamming for these coke killing labels, so ain't had to hit.
We got mad talent. Our MCs are incredible. We got skills beyond skills. We come with the crazy slang. We come with the mad shit. We come with the new era. I mean, we in there, G. You know what I'm saying? From myself on to everybody within the clan, man. We fucking up shit, G. And this is just the beginning of what's about to take place.
This goes on in some companies with majors that scared to death.
I'll be the master killer. I'm the born disciple of the clan, you know what I'm saying? And with mathematics, you know, you gotta go from knowledge to born before you knowledge decipher. You know what I'm saying? And I just got a little part right now, but you know, everybody gotta play their role. And right now, I'm just doing my job.
Before MTV embraced rap music videos, Ralph McDaniels and Video Music Box were already responsible for the success of many rap artists in the early 90s. Ralph, was the first to play the Protect Your Neck video on television.
The video was crazy because, RZA still had time code on the video, and I just played it all the time because I just thought it was so much different than everything else that was out there at the time.
We have just received a report that New York City is under attack by swarms of killer bees.
The momentum started picking up like 94. That's when the world started hearing them, That's when the world started seeing the killer bees. That's when we was rolling up in parties like 150 deep.
The Clan hit the road in early 1993 and began performing to sold-out crowds all across the U.S. The energy they created on stage was spellbinding.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, their beats made the show. Not just their rhymes, their beats. Their beats is that old school shit, man, that you hear in somebody's basement. Their beats is always like a cassette tape, like a TDK 60-minute, like a Memorex 90-minute cookie that you got from back in 81, 82.
See, up north, I'm so ill, I know sound. Sound travels at 1,120 feet per second. I mastered sound. So my beats is
Clan changed the whole dynamic of everything. I mean, what can you say? The way it's supposed to be done. Okay, everybody's fronting on me. Like, think about the fact that Tommy Boy had the whole clan in the palm of their hands, and at the time when they were hot. I don't care who you are, what kind of executive, whatever. If you can't hear it or see it, then you miss out. And somewhere along the line, it wasn't that you can even say that Loud Records totally got it. But it was the fact that you couldn't deny it.
I looked at them as a rock and roll band. Their energy and the vision that they had was second to none. You never saw 9 guys on stage at one time. I mean, it was incredible. When I really knew we had something, I was in New York, and I'm at this album release party, and Protect Your Neck came on, which was cool. But then Method Man, the record came on, METHOD. And the floor just went ballistic. And that's when I knew we really had something.
METHOD, man. Hey, you, get off my ground.
They introduced that Method Man, and they changed it from Protect Your Neck to Method Man. And Method Man was getting crazy spin. So at the party, Method Man was on, you know what I mean? And Method Man came through. He was like the god of Staten Island. He walk through the party. As soon as we walked through the party, I had DJ Doo-Wop, the biggest DJ out on Staten Island at the time, throw METHOD. Everybody just went stupid. Method Man run through the party, run to the stage. It was crazy.
METHOD, man. Hey, you, get off my ground. You don't know me and you don't know my style. Who be getting down when they come to my hands? Right there, the Method Man.
The Clan's strong street buzz generated interest from many labels trying to sign them, and in the end, they found a home at the newly formed Loud Records.
Seeing a white kid with hair down to his ass, with a scully on his head, on a skateboard, skating down Melrose Avenue, singing Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. And I'm sitting there on my way to the deli to grab a bite to eat. That's when I knew how powerful this brand could really be.
Being able to have a contract with one group and then take the individual members and make solo deals was something unheard of in the music industry.
Method Man got to deal with Def Jam. The Genius got to deal with Geffen, Old Dirty Bastard. He got to deal with Elektra.
It was something that was hard for us to obtain in the beginning. We had to find all kind of loopholes and all kind of clauses to not only to protect Loud and their interests, but to protect our interests on how we're going to be able to financially grow as a company along with our artists.
Then we had one label that was like, okay, we'll make a deal with y'all, but we want to sign the whole group for like a couple $100,000, and it was like, this many dudes, that ain't gonna last much long, you know what I mean? So I was like, nah, we gotta figure a way. So as we
sign as a group. At the same time, we're able to go and get other deals to make sure our money pot is growing and we can feed all of us. So I came with a plan. I thought we'd sign to this label as Wu-Tang, but then we'd take the solo deals and we'd shop them around the industry.
Yeah, coming down in the studio with respect to that. The RZA on the motherfucking set. We got the Prince, the RZA, the old dirty bastard, kicking mad shit.
My favorite Wu-Tang moments and songs, I would say, are definitely Cream. I loved Cream. Cash rules everything around me.
Cream. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, y'all.
Cream is the sickest song because they still use the track to this day. Whenever you hear that track drop, you know it's about to be a fire song. That's all I gotta say.
Here we go, shit. Yo, I grew up on the crime side, the New York Times side. Staying alive was no job, had second hands. Moms bounced on old men, so then we moved to shallow land. A young youth, you're rocking the go-to. Low goose, only way I begin to G-York was drug loot.
The melodies were incredible, and and some of the things that they were talking about, it's like, how the fuck did they even think about, Cream, cash rules everything around. I'm just talking about that saying. I mean, it was mind-boggling to me.
Back then, cream was a major word in our hood as far as getting money. You know what I mean? It wasn't so much about, you know what I mean, a lot of cream, a lot of money. You know what I mean? It was just about, yo, you getting something.
Yeah, this Lefty left on left-hand side. I'm in here, Steve N. From Loud Records. Kick a little something for me, Steve. What's up? What's the whole dealings with you in this piece?
Waiting to have Wu-Tang finish their album so we can get this out and go platinum with it.
That's about it?
That's about it.
With their highly anticipated debut album now completed, the Wu-Tang Clan was ready to take over the world.
Hey yo, this is the party scene. How y'all doing out there, yo? This is Lefty left on the left-hand side. I'm in the Wu-Tang Clan record release party. It's my man Rakim right here. What's up, baby?
What's going on, yo? We got the Godfather Lord in the house. DJ Scape on the old school boy, bringing them back. It's my first DJ right there. Yo, we coming, you know what I'm saying? Everybody came down to check out Wu-Tang, man. The party's flat. Wall to wall niggas. You know what I'm saying? We gonna represent, get busy, and lift the mic up, man. Shy Leonard's in the house there, 36 Chambers. Taking over, man, taking over.
The 36 Chambers album went on to sell over 1 million copies, solidifying the group's position in the hip-hop game.
"36 Chambers," it sparked hip-hop. It took hip-hop to a whole new era, man. Just straight up and down, brothers coming with their own chemistry. It's like it just showed the world a whole new, like, this is what it is over here on Staten Island, and everybody was feeling it, adapted to it.
36 Chambers was like a classic album, hands down. It's like one of the albums that you can play from front to back, and there's so many hits on there. Mysteries of Chess Boxing, Cash Rules, everything around me. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. They just came out and just said it. Like, it's just that attitude and just that I don't even want to say swagger, because this is before swagger existed. You know what I'm saying? This is just, they came out with that just raw, just like, yo.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
That's the hook.
The sword is mighty, you know what I'm saying? The sword gotta be mighty. If your shit is dumb, you're gonna lose your head. If your shit is sharp, you're gonna make it to the next chamber. We go through 36 chambers. We gotta understand the equality to make the shit go to born. And once you're born, you bring it to existence. So 36 chambers with 10 degrees between each chamber. 36 times 10, 360 degrees of perfection. Universal styles.
In addition to earning the monumental 5 mics in the Source magazine, the Clan also won the Source Awards for Best Rap Group 2 years in a row.
Word up, check it out. Check it out, yo. Forever and ever hip-hop is going to be rising up, you know what I'm saying? And Wu-Tang going to keep it 100% real for all y'all real niggas in the house, you know what I'm saying? Word up. Yo, check it out. Put your guns up one time, right? Put your guns up, put your guns up. East, west, put your guns up one time. On the count of three, we're gonna say peace, all right? 1, 2, 3, peace! All right, Wu-Tang forever, baby, word up.
They made people from Staten Island and from New York feel that anything is possible because these dudes came from nothing.
Music isn't the only industry the Wu-Tang Clan is making noise in. They found such a high demand for Wu t-shirts that they opened their own clothing store here on Victory Boulevard. In 1995, Wu Wear was born. With t-shirts selling like their albums, the group decided to market Wu sweatshirts, Wu hats, Wu shorts, and more. In its first year, the Victory Boulevard store grossed $5 million.
I came up with the idea to rock the clothes because it was like, yo, it was straight math. We did 1 million units, you know what I'm saying, like a year later, and it was like, man, if I could get like 10% of those customers to come and patronize the business that we was dealing with, selling t-shirts or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that, yo, it was a good business, $20, you know what I'm saying, times 100,000. It's like, yo, that's straight math, that's a business, and it could grow from there.
In just a few years, the Wu-Tang Clan had built an empire which consisted of a successful clothing line, footwear, movies, video games, while continuing to sell millions of records.
Can't change your habit. You know I'm friends with the Abbott. Me and RZA Rod name printed in the tablet under vets. We paid out debts for mad years. Hibernated sound and now we out like bears and born power. Born physically, power speaking. The truth in the song be the pro-black teaching.
With the success of the 36 Chambers album, several Wu-Tang Klansmen released individual solo albums. In 1997, they were back in the studio recording their second group album, the double CD entitled Wu-Tang Forever.
Ain't nothing changed with the clan, you know what I'm saying? It's still one love, one family, united to death, man, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, rumors been always spread that we getting back together just to do an album for financial reasons. Listen, the clan never was a party, you know what I'm saying? It was never a party. It's always one. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's the clan, it's a family. We can argue, fight, cuss at each other, whatever, but we all go home to the same mommy.
The last album was Blood, Sweat, and Tears. This album is Blood, Sweat, and Years, because we don't put work in.
Kicking the battery out the back of the watch crack. This store that for your get high, you hijack. These friendly skies, they for you, they for me and mine. This the year of the grimy nigga, ragtime.
Wu-Tang Forever, you know, I think we scanned, you know, close to 680,000 something records the first week. They were on tour in Europe, while it was also probably the most expensive hip-hop video at that time. We paid north of $1 million.
Heads by the score, take flight inside a war. Ticks hit the floor, die hard fans demand more. Behold the bold soldier, control the globe slowly. Proceeds the blow, swinging swords like Shinobi. Stomp grounds and found footprints in solid rock. Who got it locked, performing live on your hottest fly.
As the world turns, I spread like germ. Bless the globe with the pestilence. The hard-headed never learn. This my testament to those burned. Play my position in the game of life, standing firm. On foreign land, jump the gun out the frying pan. Into the fire, transform into the Ghost Rider.
I take some flicks for the source and shit, you know? I'm loving life, you know? Fuck everybody.
As the Wu's popularity grew, so did their power. And it was something I noticed firsthand at a photo shoot for the cover of the Source magazine.
Before you go into your mind. You see what I'm saying? Because this is my motherfucking library. And I refuse to take something for this. For the name y'all got and for the name we got, the shit gotta be right. That's all. Because we all gonna be upset off that shit. I don't even want to talk about it. We all gonna be upset. And that's how I feel from the heart. Because like I said, my crew, whatever we getting ready to do, We getting ready to make loot. We getting ready to do a lot of shit. Have us look good, man. That's all I'm saying. Because you know, like I know, I look at the source every day too. I didn't even appreciate the last picture that y'all took or whatever, man. I'm keeping it real. I ain't like that shit. That shit was garbage. That wasn't us. You know what I mean? Fuck that.
What's the best Wu-Tang cover we can do? We had different shots of, individual shots of all the guys. So we cropped each of their eyes kind of like ninja style, and we put their eyes on a mocked-up cover of the source in the form of a W. So we had these 8 or 9, because I think we put Kill in there. We had these 9 eyes, forming the Wu, W on the source. And we printed it out. I took to the office. We put on the wall. We looked at it. And it looked weird. It looked really creepy, and he also couldn't tell who anybody was. So I keep looking at this thing. I'm looking at this thing, and then, I started thinking about Batman, and I'm like, look, why don't we just put the Wu symbol, in red or some kind of primary color, just on a black, field, and call that the cover.
It seemed the Wu-Tang had gotten so big that they were now creating enemies out of those who once showed them love. I could only wonder what lay ahead for the world's #1 rap group.
We live this shit. This ain't something we just talk about to the kids. This is a life that we live, and a life that we've been through, and a life that we go through. This is everyday life being recorded. And so this ain't like we just trying to act something out, even though we know this is entertainment. This is all television for you, radio programming, they program you and all that shit. But at the same time, this is our life right here. This is our livelihood also. And we live this shit, and we just want to let y'all know the truth of it.
In August of 1997, the Clan began its tour for the Wu-Tang Forever album. It was on this tour that I experienced just how successful the group had really become.
Wu-Tang Clan show consists of all nationalities. It ain't just a black thing, it ain't just a white thing. You see people come from all over the place just to catch a glimpse of the clan. Especially a clan show, not an individual show, a clan show. You see all types of people, and it gets crazy in there. Like, they know our lyrics before we even spit them out.
I seen the transition from like
little backyard bar to big arena. You know what I'm saying? So it's like looking at that, to see that shit actually happen, and it's like living all those fucking, like when you watch those music stories, like the Beatles story and all that, and you seen the struggle they went through to get where the fuck they had to go or whatever and shit. Same shit, man.
I ain't never know people love people like that. I mean, they used to go crazy. I watched it for myself. I only seen it with other groups before, but me, my own eyes, and I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather tell the truth than tell a lie. I seen people fall out, faint, go crazy, mob the stage, and I'm saying, damn, who is these money? I never understood that. How can people take it to that level? But it's the energy you give them. And I learned if you give a person a lot of energy, they're gonna give it back to you.
Yo, man, let me tell y'all something, man. We out here, we parlaying. The tour is wonderful, you know what I mean? We maxing right now, we cracking pineapples, bananas, fat, juicy, nice plump joints. They don't even have back home, you know what I mean? Well, it's like paradise. We up here accepting all the goodness, you know what I mean? Everything is swinging lovely. We swinging our bat out here, you know what I mean? Nah, brothers don't understand it, you know? But it's real. It's real. Take that.
It's the fattest shit ever, man. You know what I'm saying? Wu-Tang rules. Word up. We ruling this shit, boy. You know what I'm saying? Up in Hawaii. Aloha.
To me, on the real, you know what this shit remind me of? It's on some LA and Japan shit mixed up. On some all-in-one, you know what I mean? I like that, though. The energy been off the hook. You know what I mean? And it seems like that's everywhere we go, it's like that. You know what I mean? And it's just lovely, man.
Tell us about this tour, Dirty.
Well, the tour is basically to have fucking fun.
That's what it's been so far?
I've been having fun, man. I've been getting some pussy. I've been making babies. I've been having a little time. Me mainly and this stupid crazy motherfucker right here.
Don't blame shit on me, nigga.
We've been hanging tight this tour.
Yeah. Tell us about Hawaii.
Hawaii?
Fuck it, you just love it.
It's the real bomb. It's the macadamia nut. In Hawaii, the lava alone make my dick hard. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even see no lava, but I know that they got lava bitches here.
Looking at Dirty, that's one of the livest performers ever to step on the stage. And if you ever seen him on stage, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He the only man I know who could go up, hit a Johnson vulture pose like this for 5 minutes and had a crowd going bonkers. Not moving, still stuck. Have the crowd like, oh my God, losing it.
When they say worldwide, it's worldwide. It ain't just based in the boroughs. It's overseas, everything's like worldwide.
We was the dudes that really came through and, you know, brought something to the table that really a lot of people would dream about having. And, you know, like I said, our whole thing wasn't even really stardom. It was just respect. We just wanted respect in the city. You know what I mean? We wasn't thinking about, yo, we gonna come and blow in Cali and we gonna take over the world. You know what I mean? It wasn't even that. So, you know, I think people kind of felt that we just believed in what we believed in. And we ran with that and we became this cultural group.
Wu-Tang Clan would continue to dominate the rap music industry, reaching their highest point that summer. But like the saying goes, what goes up must eventually come down.
You gotta see where it all started from. They all had these little beefs with each other anyway. You know what I'm saying? So whatever's in a man's gonna come out. So it took that money to really see what was in him. So they had to play along with the game at first because that's the whole process of coming up. But when they got it, then you turn back and say, now I'm gonna see who's gonna act up. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll see who side with the devil. That's all I call it, is siding with the devil.
They were still a family, but they weren't living in the same house anymore. You know, you reach your dream. You got to start dreaming about something else. Nobody teaches you what to do with success once you get success.
It is a typical behind the music story where it's like the childhood friends come together, like their friends, their cousins, it's a whole bunch of stuff. They all come together, they form this rap supergroup. Money, drugs, alcohol, egos, rivalries, jealousy, competition, puts a strain on everything, you know, threatens to break it all apart. And by the time that you guys pull it together, it's like 10 years later and everyone's moved on.
You know, when you have that many strong, you know, brothers working on multiple projects, it's going to be some friction.
We've seen this before with EPMD, NWA, you know, all sorts of groups, even Run DMC.
You can have more if you do it like this. You know what I'm saying? And they went down the line. Once they got one of them, they went down the line and got the next one. Then it caused confusion. It started trouble among righteous men and started making them go at each other and want to fight and hurt each other up and start doing little wicked things to each other. You know what I'm saying? I watched these things happen. And it happened, only one could solve this problem now is them.
In court, he entered a plea of not guilty, using his given name of Russell Jones.
Yeah.
But professionally, he's known as rapper ODB. Jones was arrested last month wearing a bulletproof vest. He had been convicted in 1993 of assault, a felony. His attorney said he wasn't aware of the new law and was just trying to protect himself.
Due to his, how famous he is and how well known he is as many famous people are, he is at risk for his life.
But what Jones, or ODB, did is now illegal and could land him rapping in prison for the next 3 years.
With Dirty and his troubles, I mean, everybody knows that, you know, he liked to dibble and dabble in drugs, and, you know, he loved the women, and too much of a good thing is a bad thing, you know.
Look, if you have a problem with drugs or drinking or whatever it may be, you know, there's something that's bothering you, and you want to look at it as that as an escape, you know, and so that is, you know, going to be a problem because you're going to do it excessively if you don't deal with the problem, and the problem's still going to be there at the end of the day.
You can't change a grown man's, you know, decision on living his life. He's going to live his life, how he's going to live it. And I think eventually with Old Dirty, he got to the point in his life where everybody knew, like, yo, that's a song. That's been a song. He's gonna always do what he want to do, you know. I think he actually used to go through extremes to prove, like, y'all can't make me do nothing but what I'm gonna do. And even when I'm doing this and I'm seeming like I'm crazy off the heezy, y'all might get it later, you know. And that was the genius of Old Dirty.
Yo, I got my man ODB, Old Dirty Bastard in the house, representing Brooklyn Zoo. What's up, baby?
Drunk as hell. That's what's up.
That's what's up. So, do the back, you so fucked up. You ain't gonna kick a freestyle for me later on, son?
Right now, nigga.
Okay, hit me the freestyle.
That what you want. Nigga wanna come and then they wanna run. I'm the A-son, who's the professor, be the analyzer, who makes the rest. Never say that a freaky boy pervert. Baby, I love the flirt. Never just a bitch, boy. Now when the man has a woman, he can never leave town. All of my back, like I'm a golden A-son now. Get up my ball, back to question. Here's your answer. Who's the B-box? I'm an advancer. I rock on and on and on and the bed break of a dawn and everybody wanna be somebody. Put your hands, wave them in the body. Drink Bacardi. Let me be who I wanna be. Real, true, and good. Everybody wanna. Nah, this is a fucking. I ain't trying to
fuck out, son.
And a lot of people said that he was iller when he was drunk, which was a crazy thing, you know what I'm saying? But it's true. A lot of people said that ODB ain't himself, and that's when he was sober. So they was like more or less saying that, I wish he started drinking again. I hope he started doing drugs, but that's when he was ill. It threw me off, but it was almost true in a sense, but it threw me off like, damn, ain't that something? You gotta do drugs to be high?
He was the Eddie Kane of the group in that he didn't care about money. He didn't care about anything outside of what he wanted to do himself. So you couldn't make Dirty go to a photo shoot unless he wanted to go. You couldn't make him do anything that he didn't want to do.
People in the neighborhood only know one or two things. Get up, go to the store, buy 40, buy Dutch, get high and talk shit about the motherfucker next door to you. I think Dirty loved his people so much that every chance he got, he went back to that. And what that did was only offer him the things I just mentioned, along with other substances.
I mean, first of all, it don't take a rocket scientist to see that. How you gonna pick a man with a drug problem and put him in a maximum state prison, which is called Clinton? Everybody in Clinton got 20 years, 25 years, 10, at least 10 and better.
It's like if he would have had a real good lawyer to really show what this man was really going through, it's like he need help. That's all he ever needed. So then they put him in a maximum security, you know, in Clinton where he was scared to death. And I was always writing letters. I was writing letters, you know, saying if anything happened to my husband, you know, I'm suing. People trying to kill him, you know, they hurting him in there.
I mean, $100 worth of cocaine in his car is worth going to a max prison, but they put him in there to plant fear in him. They wanted him to commit suicide. So if they put him in there, because Dirty's never been to jail before in his life. He played that role. Dirty wasn't no tough guy like that. That nigga was sweet as shaman. You know what I'm saying? He was no tough guy like that. And they put him in there, and the things that he told me happening there, I really believe him. They ain't telling all that. You know what I'm saying? How the CEOs beat him up so bad in there, you know, where nobody couldn't see him till he healed up. You know, so psychologically, what do you want that man to do? He's in a maximum security prison with everybody in there, it's killers and all that, and he feared for his life. You know, he set himself on fire inside Clinton. His whole back, it was all burnt up. He actually set himself on fire to get out to go. That's how he got into the crazy house. Because he set himself on fire. He was so afraid of jail. He had to get out of there.
On May 2nd, 2003, the day after ODB's release from prison, I was privileged to be present at a welcome home dinner in his honor in Queens, New York. He was joined by a few close friends and family members, all there to show their love and support.
I'm here for a special occasion. My brother right there, that's who I'm here for, Mr. Dirt McGirt. I'm here for Mr. Dirt McGirt. I'm happy Mr. Dirt McGirt home. He shocked the world. He gonna shock him again. He the greatest. You know the Muhammad Ali story, the Cassius Clay story. You about to relive it all over again. Cause I'm rolling with the greatest, man. And he got the greatest crew. I'm telling yo, I ain't gotta say no more. Y'all gonna see. Right? Tell him again.
Yes, whatever he says.
That's right, he the greatest. He, you know what I'm saying? He, pull out the burners. He, you know what I'm saying? He, you know what I'm saying? Pull out the burners.
After years of battling with his demons, ODB seemed finally ready for a comeback.
Remind me of that. He, you know what I mean? We just called. All right? Remember what I just said? He, pull out your burners. You know what I mean? Pull out your burners. He, pull out your burners.
Nigga, please, nigga. Calm that shit down, boy.
Hey,
huh? You listen to my new single will be out next week.
Alright, definitely. So yo, let's talk a little bit. It's been a minute since we kicked it and shit.
Yeah, man. Just happy to be out of that motherfucking hellhole hotel, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, man, I'm just doing my thing, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, we being out in a second, man. Yeah.
Let the calypso play.
Talk a little bit about the Rockefeller situation.
It's on, it's hot, it's popping. Motherfucking Rockefeller, motherfucker, you know what time it is, motherfucker. We get ill, motherfucker, me and Damon Dash, motherfucker. You know the motherfucking squad we got, motherfucker. What, nigga? Still Wu-Tang forever, motherfucker, what?
ODB's release from prison brought a lot of anticipation, especially from Damon Dash and Rockefeller Records, who signed him to an astonishing $1 million deal. With no time given to readjust to being a free man again, ODB was already facing the pressures of being a rap superstar.
When he got released and I saw him on camera, I'm like, yo, he needs some private time, really get his life together. Then if you choose he want to come back to the music, let that happen. But it was like at the time, I felt like, yo, old Dirty Bastard needs time to get his mind together and for all that to be on camera and cats want to make a TV show out of it. I wasn't feeling that.
All right, I want to toast my brother. I'm happy that he's out, and there'll be many more successes on the way. Rockefeller and the world, man.
Brooklyn Zoo.
Brooklyn Zoo, represent. Wu-Tang.
I found out. I was on the phone talking to somebody. I don't know if it was Papa Wu. And said, "Yo, God, you coming to the press conference? Mariah Carey and all of them is here and this and that." I said, "What press conference? The plan is to bring Dirty home, detox him, get him in the gym, get him in shape, get him in vitamins, get him back onto being out in the world, keep his diet going, get him fit for society." Nah, God, we got him right here now. We may do this deal with Rockefeller. I ain't saying this to be rude, freedom of law, Papa Wu, but when the fuck was y'all gonna tell me that?
We've been waiting a long time for Dirty to come home. Dirty's home. Everything fell in place. We got the clothesline. We got the deal with Rockefeller. So we got a book, and we got the movies too, Warriors. So this is it. That's it.
What were you feeling yesterday when?
Oh my gosh! When I got there, I knew the surprise, so it really was a surprise to me. But that was Mariah Carey. So it was so wonderful. He was overjoyed. He looked. He said, "Oh wow," she was there for him, and she stayed the whole time with him. It's wonderful, really wonderful. And Damon Dash, nobody could be any better than him. He's anything he needs, anything he wants. Sky's the limit. I love that.
I was disappointed that Dirty held that back from me. I was disappointed that my Aunt Cherry held it back from me. I wasn't angry at them. I loved them unconditionally. But it really fucked me up when Dame Dash played that move on us. I felt like Dame Dash could have called me. I felt he could at least reached out to us prior to all this shit he set up. I thought that was the most crookedest thing any man can do in business. But I ain't holding against Dame Dash. I just felt that Dame Dash had reached a point in his career that he had lost the insight of God and morals. With that kind of move, you was destined to fail, because you going against the rules of engagement. Even a country at war with each other first sits down and negotiate before they drop bombs on each other, nigga.
ODB's life as a fugitive and a prisoner was now behind him. Everyone was waiting to see him rise back to the top.
It's been a long wait, and we're happy to this day because not only because his health, he looks good, and not only that we're going to be, see, that would be nice. In the past you didn't see us too much, you know what I'm saying? So now we're going to be forcing his life, we're going to be there for him. Everywhere he goes, not everywhere he goes, but we're basically going to be behind him. We're working with him, making sure that he knows that the family's behind him and they will always be there for him. Keep him positive, motivated.
Even though everyone came to see ODB that day, much of the attention was on Miss Caroline. She was ODB's mom's best friend. She was shot in the head with a stray bullet on her way home from church one day. She survived and learned to walk all over again. Just her being there was a miracle. One of the last images that I have of ODB in the dinner that day was seeing him walk Miss Caroline back to her car. This would be the last time I would see him alive. He died several months later, just 2 days before his 36th birthday.
was in front of my building in Fort Greene Projects. And I know that he was just laying on the couch. He was getting ready to go to Colorado. So he said, yo, you going with me? So I said, yeah, get a ticket. So I don't know, this dude named Jared. Yeah, you know Jared. Mm-hmm. Don't think I forgot about you, man. You hear me, Jared? All right. But anyway, he never got me a ticket. He sent Dirty out there with some guy that he called him his bouncer or his bodyguard and some other crackhead dude. All right? So you sending him out there with two people, there's no help for him. The promoters called me up and said, Papa Wu, your brother out here is going nuts. Can you come out? I said, I don't have no way to get out there. I said, well, just send him back. He said he didn't show up for one show and we paid him. He said, but the guys they sent him out here is no help. They going to buy him and shit. So I said, how much stuff do he got with him? He said he got a whole loads of shit. I think he took his whole pay that we gave him and brought like that, you know? And, you know, one thing has led to another. From that moment, I knew something was going bad. The way it went down, you know? But he did make it back. You know what I'm saying? He made it back. And he made it back because we was at the Meadowlands that night. We did a show. I never seen it happen again all over. It was pouring down rain. We became sold out Meadowlands. Sold out Meadowlands. On a pouring, I mean, it was pouring down rain. And we sold Meadowlands out. We was waiting on Derby. But when it rains like that, it's a sign. And all the time, when you see a lot of rain, it's a sign of death. Always a sign of death. Something got to be cleansed. That's what the rain do, is cleanses the earth. You know, he came back, we never seen him. They went with him that night. They picked him up and they brought him back here. This is where he wanted to, remember what Dirty said? He's going to return back to where? 36 Chambers.
Late this afternoon, ODB, whose real name was Russell Jones, collapsed in a recording studio. It didn't take long for word of his death to spread to his dedicated fans.
And she lost another talented brother, you know, and it's sad. It's sad.
That was my brother. You know what I mean? My heart, my soul, my pride, my joy. You know, I guess he's with the Father now, you know?
Yo, man, just rest in peace, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll see you when I get there, man. You know? You don't know, I raised him since he was a baby. It's like, it's a part of me going. I couldn't take it. It's like took me to its level, man. You know what I'm saying?
Tonight we celebrate the memory of our partner, our friend, and our brother, Old Dirty Bastard. We're here to tell you who he really was. He was a true pioneer in hip-hop, never to be duplicated and never to be forgotten.
He was the clown of lyrical mischief, a fearless MC who had no boundaries.
He was an outspoken verbal chemist, an entertainer, and when it came to spitting high 16s, y'all know the rest. Y'all know who he was.
What up? ODB had many names. Osiris, Big Baby Jesus, Dirt McGirt, Russell Jones, you know what I mean, and on, many monikers. Yeah. He was a father, a brother, and also a founding member of the Wu-Tang Clan. He was a trailblazer who opened up doors for the new millennium. Word up. So yo, the God will always be remembered, always will be. You know what I mean, ODB stays in our heart, so stay inside your heart, yo. Wu-Tang forever. For the one up.
He said, maybe it takes for me to die for all of them to come back together. And he said that.
RZA's moving eulogy of his cousin, a fellow Wu-Tang Klansman, closed the chapter on a short but troubled life.
I don't think God chose any of us. He wants us to have life. But I do believe that we kill ourselves, or we allow each other to kill ourselves. That's what's wrong with family, is neglect. Never neglect each other. You see somebody in the family hurting? Reach out, yo. Help out.
ODB's body was cremated, and his ashes are kept by his wife, Iceline.
I just wanted you to have all the chances that I knew you could have had, because you had so much that people didn't even see yet. You didn't get to give it to them. You know, you had so much talent that, oh my gosh, that it seemed like only I seen it.
At that time, you know, you never think somebody, I mean, we're all in that same, we all come from the same era, and to think that some of us are starting to, you know, go down now, this time, like, I still feel mad young. Dirty still had plenty of life in him.
Just when the brother was getting his act together, he was, you know, the rumors about, you know, the drugs or whatever and shit, you know, nobody knows what's really going on behind closed doors unless you're really with them, and Wu-Tang knows that. And just for the brother to come out, you know, get a new deal, he's trying to get his life together, you know, he's putting on the weight, which is a good sign. You know, I just thought it was painful for them, you know what I'm saying? And I think that it had a great effect on them.
You know, Ghost said this in one interview. He said, when he lost Dirty, he said it's like losing a leg. Now, you can walk without your leg. You get your crutches. I know a guy named Ralph Green, respect to Ralph Green. He's a top Special Olympic skier. One leg, going 80 miles per hour on one leg. You know what I mean? It can be done, but of course he'd rather have two legs, you know what I mean? So losing Dirty was like losing that leg, and so it's a struggle to keep that balance. And his element, his ingredient, you know, it can't be replaced.
He was a prophet, man. And I don't mean put him in the category of Jesus and Moses and all. No, I don't mean like that. Something had to happen to wake us up. And I'm going to say what he said so you could understand. He said, I'm waiting to die, Vine. Because when I die, you motherfuckers is going to wake up. I said, God, you ain't going nowhere. And he looked me in my face and he cried. He said, Vine, I'm waiting to die. I didn't understand why the fuck he said that shit to me.
With the passing of ODB came the uncertainty in the hip-hop world about the future of the Wu-Tang Clan, leaving most to wonder if this was the end of their musical legacy.
How could the Wu bring it back and like start it all over again? First, you know, I thought about this a lot, you know, but the bottom line is the way it came in, it came from nowhere. See, now it's all been heard and accepted. It was so new then and fresh, the sound, the voices, everything. So the impact could probably never be to that substantial. But if cats would, you know, just get together and humble themselves enough to just build with each other, no matter, regardless of whatever the situation, and, you know, just take it back and spend some time together. I mean, I know RZA got the heat, so I know he got some tricks up his sleeve. I mean, I think it could be done. I still think it could be done.
Put it this way, man. The only thing that can stop Wu-Tang is Wu-Tang. Otherwise, nobody can stop them.
Wu-Tang, like a few other contemporary groups, the Fugees, to name a good example, you know, are not this sort of like kumbaya, holistic, you know, family anymore. And lots of pressures have intruded on that. Different levels of economic success, some people being mad at RZA or Power or any of the people behind the scenes who they feel didn't cut the most equitable deals. I mean, who knows? There's a whole backstory just on the drama that's real. You know, that's also part of the real life story about this unique, you know, family of friends and individuals who have made this contribution to hip hop.
But the Clan's crossover success hasn't just been limited to music and fashion. Hollywood has also come knocking.
Rarely do we see the hip-hop artist able to really transcend the music and to turn his career into something else as a viable entertainer. So when you're looking at Meth, what he's doing now as an actor is really only an extension of what he did as a rapper. You know, he always had people attracted to him. He's on Law and Order. He's in Copland. You know, he's in all types of movies, doing serious stuff, doing comedy stuff, doing movies with Redman. So he has a real range. I mean, I truly believe that Meth has a serious future in Hollywood. Same with RZA. You know, scoring movies and acting.
Now, there goes something funny. You look at the top movie this year is Iron Man. Man, the comic book Iron Man never sold 1 million copies of comic books, but the Ghostface album Iron Man sold 1 million copies. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's why you see Iron Man, you see Ghostface in the movie. But it's like we spark a lot of hip-hop culture back that was gone, that had disappeared, you know what I mean?
The world is waiting to hear y'all. So put y'all differences aside, you know, get your paperwork right, and come out and make this music and make this money and get back on top. Y'all could do it.
I always got the sense that those dudes genuinely love to rhyme. They genuinely love the craft of MCing. And for that, mad love forever.
Their place in hip-hop history is definitely set. They've definitely made their mark. They had their era. They had a complete era that was theirs. And they were very innovative in that. They had 9 members of a group, and each and every one of those members had at least one album apiece. No one has ever done that. I mean, Earth, Wind, and Fire has never had, you know, each individual groups for Larry Dunn and Philip Bailey and this one and that one. So that in itself is a monolithic, major feat.
I feel Loud is still one of the top 3 hip-hop labels of all time. And Wu started it all.
They will always be regarded as one of the best ever to do it. And as far as people who changed the game, you got Jay-Z, you got 50, you got other businessmen, Master P, and all of that, man. You got Puffy. Nobody changed the game the way the Wu-Tang Clan did, because they changed it for more than just themselves. They changed it for a whole industry. They changed it for their crew members. Okay? No one has done something like that as a part of the group to get several record deals and hold publishing and still to produce for other kids. Yo, that's straight up control, man. They murphed the industry, man. They murphed it.
In August of 2006, the surviving members of the Wu-Tang Clan set aside their differences and were back on tour as a group once again.
Wu-Tang, we come together for many different reasons. I see on this particular mission right here, we come to get some motherfucking money, yo. You know what I mean? What I mean by that, my niggas, is that before we came in the game, we came in to crush all y'all MCs, you know what I mean? We did that, you know what I mean? And now we looking at lame rappers who got less than 10% of our skills getting mega cheese, you know what I mean? We brought the cheese up to this level like that. Now they collecting off of Ollie Wars, you know what I mean? So yeah, you know what, yo? We going back to get that money too, son. You know what I mean? I never really was a man that social money. I'm not a man that steals social money. There's a lot of money out there that our planet sees. I want to go back and reap what I sold.
Put a peace sign in the air for Old Dirty. Turn the lights on. Matter of fact, light your lighters, your motherfucking cell phones, all of that. We're going to do this tribute right now. I got it.
We are not going to mourn Old Dirty Bastard's death. Hell no. Yeah. We are going to celebrate Old Dirty Bastard's life. If y'all know the words to this song, and y'all love Old Dirty like we love Old Dirty, sing the fucking song with us. Let's go.
Oh shit. Shit, man, shit. My name is Dirty. What up? What up? What? Let's go. Oh, baby, I like it. Oh, yeah, baby, I like it. Oh, baby, I like it. Yeah, baby, I like it. Oh, baby, I like it. Yeah, baby, I like it.
This is dedicated to all the brothers we lost in the struggle. Case, Mercury, TCD, 2 Cent, Nem, Each, Poppy, Hector, J Love, Barry Blue, June, Joe Gibson, Gary Storm, Butter, Bird, and Russell Jones, aka the Old Dirty Bastard. Rest in peace.
We over here kicking in Firehouse Studios. I'm over here right now with Ason, the Old Dirty Bastard. What's up, nigga?
Oh shit, what the fuck is up, man?
You chillin', baby? What's up? Yo, kick a little bit with me about this brother right here. This brother right here. That's what it is up here.
Alright, what's going on, man? Hi.
What's up, baby? What's going on out there? Yeah, we just came from doing this little show, tow it out, represent it, to the fullest degree. My name is U-Guard, aka Golden Arms, with the Wu-Tang squad, you know what I'm saying? We here to get busy.
Word up, I got my brothers up in here getting blazed up. You know what I mean? I'm the spokesperson today. You know what I'm saying? Feel good, nice and healthy and strong. Taking my vitamins on some. You know what I mean?
Yo, John, can I ask you a question, John? Who paying for this?
What's your favorite Wu-Tang video? Oh. What can I say? My favorite Wu-Tang video is Mr. Your Chest Box. Come on. Can I say that? I love it. Okay.
I used to listen to Release Yourself a lot because I like the trumpets in there. And one of the parts is in there about all you fake MCs in the industry, your careers won't be lasting long.
Come in. Oh, no! Yeah, man!
Niggas trying to say my neck is dirty.
Oh, it's just like fucking stormy.
I keep my breath smelling like shit so I can get funky for you, baby. You know what I'm saying?
What's up? This Big Power Cypher, executive producer on the Wu-Tang Clan joint, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just giving big shout outs to all my people out there. That was the Method Man, he kinda ill. Protect the Wu-Tang Clan style, you know what I'm saying?
I was walking through the project the other day in the park, G. The shit looked like somebody came and just raped the whole shit. It ain't the same no more. It's like birds don't even fly out there no more, G. You know what I mean? The grass ain't green out there. You know what I mean? The shit is just, yo, God, I don't know what the fuck it is. The shit is like jail.
Come aboard. On the friendly shore. The love promises someone love.
Like this? Wait till the future, man. That's just the beginning, huh? It's just the beginning. GB hooking them videos up. I'm telling you, God, it's gonna be on. 94. Wu-Tang on the wall. Hold up. Peace.